Right, we'll ignore the robot for now because we don't need to worry about it. So what we'll do is we'll head down here and pick up the sexton.
The sea level has risen. That waterfall. It's water from the lake emptying into the sea through the windows of Granite House.
Shame, really.
Soaked maps, busted instruments. The only thing worth recovering is the sexton's sight. The lens might prove useful.
I kind of hate the fact that Granite House, which I really liked in the first game, it was a very interesting set piece. And the fact that it's all in the water now, we never get to go back into Granite House. So, you know, it's kind of... Yeah, it's kind of upsetting. Anyway, so let's make our first fire. So obviously sextant, some dry twigs, and we'll use this broken branch to make fire. Right. Let's go back up here. We'll go and fire the clay pots because we need containers for water. So we'll use this in here. The bellows are still working.
A fire clay crucible. It must have been used to make glass.
It was hinted in the first game that you can make glass. And you can make glass in this game. I think it can only make like one glass, which is like I think it turns out to be like a flask or something. I can't remember. But yeah, let's put all of our pottery in here. So what you do is you put your pottery, and then as soon as the cogs turn to a hand, you can pick it up. If you leave it too long,
Perfect.
I'm pretty sure it cracks, and you have to make it again, which we really don't want to do. So we just have to do this 12 times because the game thinks that's necessary. I'll fire all these, and I will not subject you to watching this. So yeah, I'll do this, and I'll be back in a second again. So, yeah. Okay, that's one. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to take one of each that you've made and move them away so you don't use them. Because if you don't, then you will end up accidentally using them and then you'll have to remake them. In this game, once you fill the vase up with something, you can't empty it. So yeah. And the only reason I know this is because I accidentally filled a vase up with something and I had to go out and make like 5 other things because I'm an idiot. Let's have a look. That's middle, that's bottom, top and bottom, top and middle, top and bottom, and bottom and middle. Right. So, okay. So let's go and get some water, shall we? Because they're gonna need some water. It doesn't exactly matter what which one you fill up. So if you merge the wheat mixed with sand in with the water, you get sand in a vase, and you get two tabs full of wheat, which is pretty nice. Which then obviously you could merge into in the, what's it called? In the windmill. Got its word. I forgot words then. Put it in the windmill to get flour. But we'll do that in a second. Just do this. Right. That's 2 vases ruined. The thing is, you can't empty these at all. You can put them into another one, which doesn't serve a point, but it's there if you want to, I guess. But I don't know. Don't know why you can do that. It's odd. Right, what else do we have? Let's put a flower on Mina.
This looks good on me, I think.
And put one on Jet. And we'll just move these across. And we'll put these in here because we're going to use these all together. Pine nuts. Right.
I'd gash this maple to collect the syrup.
We'll use another container on the maple tree to get maple syrup, which then we'll burn in the furnace to get sugar. You can see where I'm going with this, can't you? We made it in the first game. We can make cakes and stuff. So what you want to do is head into the water.
Don't worry, Jep. I'm not going to ask you to dive with me. I know you don't like that.
There are a few things in this that we need.
Just wait quietly here for me, Jep.
Let's head in. Like, Mina can't die. Not in the water. You, like, as soon as you run out of oxygen, she'll surface. So you're not that bothered. But we want to be quick, so pick up the penknife and the spool of yarn, and then start clicking on these crayfish or crawfish, whatever they're called. Which are not always the easiest to click on because they're a bastard. And then click on, there's a handle, there it is. Click on this handle. We'll use the handle now because we might as well use the handle on this for a winch and then leave. There's nothing else we can do on the water at this point in time, so we won't bother. So what we're going to do is use the pocket knife on the spool of yarn or string till it runs out. There should be 6 pieces. Five pieces, sorry. Then merge 3 together to get some rope. Nice. And we'll open this. Got in here. This is for the aeroplane, isn't it? Tuamoto Cargo Airlines delivery slip number 545. Jesus Christ. This doesn't really mean anything. Just tells you what's on the cargo. Visions and consumables. Assortments, tank type. 18 R32 liters. Packs 4. I don't know what that is. Some regulator, a 2-person tent, lifting equipment, helium tank and net and accessories, miscellaneous supplies, detached details. The capacity of the lifting equipment is half what was ordered. Return to the supplier with a copy of the purchase order. Again, it's absolute nonsense. You don't need to know about that. Yeah, so here we go. Puttering about actually has something in it now. Which is the ladder. Every time you make something, it farts into here so you remember what the combination was. Which is pretty cool. I like that. Just in case you forget. They didn't have that on the first game, and it made remembering combinations a pain in the ass. So what we're going to do is cook these crawfish. So we have them. We won't eat them. Do not eat them because we may need them later. And why are they in inventory 3? Let me just move these over here because I'm going to need to use these, and meeting number 3 is going to throw my brain. Can move these in here now. This is one of the most frustrating things about me is I'm bloody annoying when it comes to my inventory. Right. Oh, they have to be up. There. Right here. Let's go and turn this wheat into flour. So we'll do this and this. And we have to... Yeah, we need to use a receptacle, which is yet another one of these. To be honest, you don't need to use the... In fact, I might just use 2 wheat, because we don't need any more than that. We've got 1 extra. So if you merge the... do we need... We need water. Right, if you merge the water and the flour and the egg and water, flour, we need sugar. We need to put the maple syrup inside the fire. To get this weird brown sugar. Oops. Put that with that. It gives us gives us cake batter. So we can put the cake batter with an orange. Is that the only thing? I can't really put it with anything else, can I?
I need another fruit. Less fatty.
Yeah, I don't think you could put it with that. Can you put it with the pine nuts? No. It's just the oranges, really. You could probably put it with other things later on, but there's no reason to. There we go. Now we've got a pie. We won't use it because we'll need it later on. It's something you don't need, but may as well make it. So we'll make one more. That. Did I put in it? I put eggs and sugar, didn't I? You can make a fish pie, but you have to use palm oil instead of eggs, I think, or instead of sugar. And we don't have any palm oil yet, so we have to make that later, I think. We can make a fishy mod, but we need to use the blade with the bottle to get a cork. But we need to paint it, so we can't use it just yet. You can't paint it until later on. What else am I missing? We'll do that. Right. So we can use the multi-tool as a screwdriver. So that's what we're going to head to next. I'm trying to think if there's anything that I've actually missed. We need to feed, pick up Jeb. That's what we need to do. The amount of times I've left this poor bastard behind. I'm not a very nice person. So, we would do it down here first.
I buried Captain Nemo in the sand on the beach. Now he's underwater. Well, it's just great. I'm sure he would have appreciated it.
What happened to the monster that was in the water? The first game.
A robot that I neutralized. It wasn't easy.
It's funny she said that, because this is the robot that was found lying on the floor anyway. It was already knackered when we came here. So we have to use the multi-tool and then click on every single one of these screws, because that's just the way it rolls. And pick up these. We need to use them for the other robot. Right. Fortunately, the Jaguar is still around. It's not learned his bloody lesson, has he?
Way to attract the Jaguar.
So
The control box for a trap I disarmed.
So this trap is what we saw originally in the game, where it's like electric. We used the lightning arrestor to get through it last time. Or you could turn it off.
All
So
the bulbs are off. A circuit must have burned out.
So if you unscrew these, and we'll click on these, and they'll need to do.
They're shot. I have to replace them.
Yeah. If we use the things we just picked up, the circuit parts from the other robot. So these puzzles, I like this puzzle. This puzzle is very well done. So this is basically you're just matching the symbols. So each one of these little nodes has 4 dots on each corner. The top, bottom, top, right, middle, top, bottom, left, and right. So this one is 1, 1, 2, and 2. What you need to do is match the light. So we need one that's 1, 3, 2, and 3. So we'll just look for that, which is 1, 3, 1, 3. This one. And if it's right, it will all green. Easy. 1, 1, 1, 3, which is this one. Oh, that one, sorry. I clicked on the wrong one, didn't I? Like a dumbass. There you go. 1, 1, 3, 2. This one. There we go. So all we need to do is turn it off. So you just have to click one of these, and we're done. Don't wait for this idiot to jump at us. Come on, you stupid. This Jaguar never learns. He never learns. And obviously we have to deactivate it, so the best thing to do is go in here and remove these because we're going to need them. And we're done. Easy. And then we have to do the same thing in here.
Any unassembly without composed code, correct, self-destruction leads onward, explosion, injury, and death for close-by beings, consequence.
So basically, if you use your pocket knife or tool, whatever it's called, to open these screws, I'm pretty sure he explodes. So yeah, don't do that. Instead, we have to use a code to deactivate him. So this code's quite easy. It's probably doesn't look easy because there's again these types of codes in this game. Same with the first game is the there's no obvious solution unless you know what you're doing beforehand, which is weird. But yeah, this one is quite easy. All you need to do, the code is basically the same as 1860. That's kind of everything in this bloody game is 1860. So the numbers up here, they represent the location of these numbers here. So 7, 1, 8, 6, and 1, 8, 6, and 0 are 1, 2, 3, and 4. Anything that's not 1, 8, 6, and 0 is a 0. 7 doesn't exist in 1860, so 7 is a 0. Number 1 is the first letter, so it's number 1. 1 again is the first letter, and 6 is the third letter, so 3. There you go. It's quite easy. I'm not very good at explaining things.
Okay, I've deactivated
It's the way my
robot.
brain works.
The hardest part's still to come. Repair its circuits. Now I have to unscrew the plaque.
Yeah, I know. Good lord. Just stop holding my hand. I don't want to be spoon-fed. I just want a bloody spoon. This puzzle is probably my favourite in the game.
Duty, perception, binary, Captain.
It's spouting any old stuff. Of course, might be because I stuck my fingers in its brain.
Kind of not what you want. So this puzzle is quite easy. Again, it's the same as what we did before. You just match the symbols or the lights with these. Unfortunately, this one is quite difficult because there's a lot, and not all of them are obvious. We'll start with the obvious one, which is this one. 1, 1, 2, and 3. So we're looking for 1, 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Then 1, 3, and 2.
Instruction.
Yeah, sometimes it will do this.
-449. To cut off the shield, first deactivate security aboard the Nautilus. Then enter underwater base to control the activator.
It does keep talking random nonsense, which is quite funny. 1, 1, 3, 2. I don't think that's the right one. 1, 1. It's... There we go. That should be correct. I have an image on Steam. In fact, I don't think you can see my Steam overlay. Oh no, you can. If I show you this, ignore my my friends list. There we go. This is the image that I would use if I'm playing this solo. The image is every one of these is basically is me taking a picture of the puzzles, just because then I don't have to worry about standing here for 30 minutes solving this puzzle. I can just do it straight away. Because I love the Steam on my phone, and I can use the image then on my phone, so it's easier. But I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to do it off the top of my head because I'm that type of person. So, trying to think where to go next. I think it's the top. We can probably do this one, 1, 2, and 1, which would be this one. And then 1, 2, and then something 2. We don't want to fill this one in yet because we need to know what this is. So 3, 3, and 2, which would be let's have a look. Maybe this one.
Instruction
1, 2,
1.
1.
Immediately cut off the shield that deactivates us from the outside world.
That's them ones. Yeah, sometimes they burn out. That's natural. It would do that sometimes. You always have enough. You'll always have spares when you're finished. Normally have like 2 or 3 spare. So don't worry about burning through. Yeah, don't worry about accidentally placing one that's not the right. It doesn't burn up. So, you know. 1, 3, 3. It could be this one. It's either that or this one. Yeah, they're the hard ones when there's 2. Because you don't know if it's going to be right or not. It's this one, 1 and 3. This one. It could be this one. Oh, there you go, that one burnt. It must be this one then. So, one and 1. There's only one of them left, so that has to be there. 2, 2, and 2. It could be that one. But it could also be this one. I mean, it starts to get a bit tricky. But you know you messed up when it doesn't, when you come to the next one. Because there'll be nothing there that fits. So this is 2, 2, and 3. The 2, 2, and 3 again, which is that right? It could be 2, 3, and 2. They all seem to fit. It's not bad. This one might be wrong. 3. It could be there. Pretty sure it goes there. Not that one. Sounds like a good noise. 3, 2, and 3. It can't be 3, 2, and 3 because there is no 3, 2, 3. Oh no, I've messed up somewhere. Let me take these off. You always get to this point in the game where you think, okay, this is easy now, and then you screw up because it doesn't make sense. If that's there, 1, 3, and 3, which would be this one. This is 1, 3, and 3 again, which would be that one. That one. And the last one will be this one. There we go.
Seems to work. I'm
Oof.
not too sure of myself. We'll see.
I'm pretty sure the solution's always the same.
My report, Captain. Following your instructions, I unconnected the shield. Disfortunately, a leak in my compensatory system made operation too rough.
What?
Following mechanical defunction, the shield 2 stopped sudden. The voltage surge deregulated the geothermal motor, then stopped it. The resulting seismic and volcanic activity destroyed the Nautilus.
The Nautilus sank and you escaped?
I was still at the base when the vessel sank, Captain. Unable to reach my post, I went out to hope for new instructions.
Did you see the helicopter go down?
I do not know the word helicopter.
The flying machine that came to get me was destroyed. Do you know who fired on it? It wasn't you?
No, Captain. The flying machine was brought down by a volcanic bomb.
A bomb?
A rock projected by the volcano, which is unstable since the geothermal motor stopped. Eruptions and shocks will continue until the imminent, total, and irremediable destruction of the island, unless the motor is rapidly started back up.
Where is this motor?
Examine this map.
Oh, that's Granite House. The Notricator was fitted by Cyrus Smith and his fellow castaways. The pierced windows and doors looking out onto the beach. The reason of the lake's water flooded the cave and transformed the openings into a waterfall, which we saw. Yeah, so originally we came down here on the ladder, killed that, well, not killed it, but chased away that monster. Came all the way under here. Came to the Nautilus and then ran away. But the Nautilus is fooked. There's the volcano all the way down. And there's the geothermal motor, which is under the, granite, the lake. And we can't get to it because we need a diving suit. Can't get the diving suit because...
Tell me how to get to the motor. The map isn't clear.
Because...
The shortest route goes under the lake.
But I don't have my diving suit anymore.
It's in Granite
It
House.
stayed in Granite House. Oh no. The circuits aren't going to go out now. Quick, robot, tell me if there's another road.
In the cliff on the northern plateau, look for a passage at an altitude of 340 feet. Follow this passage to the inlet. Once at the inlet, there's a path and cross the sanctuary. Follow the underground gallery to the geothermal motor. Here is a detailed map.
That's the map? A sheet that's totally black? Its printer's busted.
Altitude 340 feet. Passage towards the inlet.
This time it's burnout.
Oh no.
Really burnout. What should I do? Is the island really going to explode? I hope the robot's wrong. This looks serious. I'd better find that motor and get it working again.
Oh, farewell, Mr. Robot. So we have to go this way.
I could go check first where the bomb fell. It must be in the northern part of the plateau, near the Scarecrow.
Which is... yeah. This opens up a new area for the game. Because we've been in this area from the first game. We already know this back up, at the back of our hand. But this area is new.
I'll explore the island thoroughly and find the geothermal motor. Obviously, I could just light a big fire and wait for the rescuers to find me. But what if the island were to explode first? No, really. I couldn't stand to just wait and do nothing.
So this is, say, the second part of the game. First part was in here. And the second part is in this part of the island. To be honest, this game is really short. Like, I'd say we're already 70% complete, which is very odd, considering we've only just started. But yeah, very odd. You can use this paper as a replacement for dry twigs, I think. Sextant, yeah. You can use it as sort of kindling. But we don't need to use that just yet.